Today we will discuss about how to perform well in an walk-in interview. Okay. Do you know what do we mean by walk-in interview?
So actually,
Do you know what do we mean by walk-in interview, guys?
so actually the interview process is not arranged specifically. So those candidates who are interested to directly join or directly walk towards their organization premises for the interview.
Correct. So what happens when a company arrange for a walk-in interview? In that case, what can be done? All the eligible candidates, the whosoever is falling under that eligibility criteria, can visit to the venue or can visit to the a venue where the interview process or the selection process is going to be conducted. They can register there and can participate in the process. That is the way. Okay.
Yeah.
Now point comes that how to make yourself different, how to make yourself different or niche in that case when so many number of applicants are already there. Okay, such kind of uh, number of openings are high in a company. Okay, when any company is looking for more number of candidates, only in that case such kind of walk-in interviews are conducted. And walk-in interviews are
Voice
conducted
is
for
not
the
coming
general
there.
profile.
Yeah.
I'm saying general interview, walk-in interviews are generally conducted for the general profiles. Okay, these are not for the very specified profiles. These are generally conducted for the quite normal profiles, either semi-technical or non-technical profiles,
Okay.
or the profiles which are on entry level or mid level, not the higher level positions. Okay.
Yeah.
First of all, to make yourself to perform well, that you can do good in the walk-in interview, what you should do first of all you should learn about the company. Okay.
Yeah.
What you should learn about the company? You should know about the company, what company is, when was the company established, what are the company's products and services, where the company is located at, who is the company's owner, what is the if company is of good level, then what is the price of the holdings of the company, what is the equity, what is the rest of the share of the particular company. Okay.
Okay.
Learn all these things first of all in advance. Okay, so never head to an interview without reading of the company. Go through the company website to understand its nature of work. You should go through the company website to understand about the nature of the company. Okay. Also read about us, who we are section to understand the background of the company. To understand the background, maybe any company right now is like say for example, you take example of Tata. Okay. Tata is a company which is having so many verticals of its. Tata Technology, Tata Limited, Tata Maruti, sorry, Tata this Maruti vertical, Tata these trucks, and Tata T. So many verticals are there of the Tata. Okay, so you can work like similarly maybe any companies there. You're going to get interviewed there for the data science profile or for the marketing profile or the HR profile, but maybe in the same company would be having so many verticals also. So what you can do, you can visit the companies about us or who we are position or the page where you can come to know about the company, that what exactly company is, what this company does, when did this company was opened. Okay, from where they started their operations, that all kind of things you can read in the about us. Okay.
Okay.
Look at it, social media, what you should do, you should you can find some details overall over there, who is the founder of the company, when was the company established, whether the company is registered, who are the registered directors, Discuss around the company. Then it's about the common interview questions. Okay, when you will go for an interview, then you will be asked some common questions like that. And you would be asked some common questions. Okay, can you see these list of questions? Are you able to see?
Yes, sir.
Can you see?
Yes, sir.
Yeah, yeah.
Okay.
Of
So before,
course.
yeah, please. So there are some common questions that you should prepare in advance before going for an interview. Okay. The first question used to be that tell me something about yourself. Tell me something about yourself. Nilesh, I think you have attended, a few sessions about this question.
Yes,
Tell
sir.
me about yourself.
Yes, sir.
Can you please tell me? Can you give your introduction right now?
Okay. Sir, I am Nilesh Joshi. My native place is my hometown is Nasik, but presently I'm at Pune. I'm a ME computer engineer and from Pune University. And presently I'm pursuing master programming data science.
Okay.
And I'm from my childhood I am having strong analytical skills. So I like to work for this profile.
Okay. Anybody else who can introduce yourself?
Hello.
Anybody else?
Hello. Good evening,
Please,
sir.
please continue. Yeah.
Good evening, sir. My name
Good
is
evening.
Jesh Gadilahar. I have completed my MSc microbiology. My native place in Maharashtra in Nandurbar. In my hometown is Taluga. I have about 7 years of experience in pharmaceutical companies and currently work in Eurasia Healthcare LLP. That's it, sir.
Sir, there is no need to tell hometown, na, sir, actually.
I come to here. Okay. While you are introducing yourself, you should, it's good. You told about your name, your, hometown, your current town, and your recent educational qualification. And then you told about your current job as well. Okay.
Yeah.
But one thing what you are missing here in your introduction is, if not anything more, you should mention about your parents also in the introduction itself. Okay.
Yeah, sir. Yes, you
That my
already
father's
told,
name is this.
yeah. Yeah.
Yes, sir. Yes.
It's very good that you keep it for the first round, the introduction, you kept it very brief, very brief. You kept it like you just told about your name, your hometown, your current place of residence. Then you told about your highest qualification, not about all the qualification. You didn't tell about your 10th, 12th. That's good. Okay, because you should not make it lengthy. The introduction should not be very lengthy.
Yeah.
And you told about your profile that currently I'm working at this company or at this level. It's very good, but I'll request you all, or I'll suggest you all to kindly just after mentioning your name, mention about your parents also. See, sir, my father name is this, my mother name is this, because they people are originators.
Yeah.
And at the time of our introduction. Okay.
Sir, absolutely right. Yeah.
That's all good. Yeah. Perfect. Describe who you are. Okay. Tell me about your background. Now, this is again a question. Okay. Describe who you are. Now, who makes you what? Okay. If you are a fresher, then what you can do, what you can mention here, because he's asking you who you are. Means what you are here means it's not a brief introduction. He's asking you detailed about you, that who you are. Now you can mention, sir, my name is this. Okay. I'm currently studying. If you are studying somewhere, or if you have just completed your education qualification, then you can say I have completed my MSc in data science or masters in data science. I have completed my MBA in HR, marketing, or finance, whatever it is. Then it comes in turn. Okay. That you tell about your detailed educational qualification. I have done my 10th from this. I have then done my 12th from there. I have done my graduation from there. Okay. Apart from my graduation, I have done a certification course in this. During my graduation, I have taken so many projects. I have done this and this internship. Then I have done this internship in my masters. Okay. So this is about your brief about you, that what exactly you are. Okay. Now you're telling him about your complete educational qualification details, that what exactly you are. Okay. Understand?
Yeah. Yeah.
I hope you
Yes.
Yeah.
understand.
Yes,
Yes,
sir.
sir.
Sure.
And I
Yes, sir.
think you can find a very very easily you can find a difference between the tell me about yourself question and in
And
the
how are you?
question who you are.
Yeah.
है ना?
Yeah.
Exactly.
Understand?
Yes, sir.
Now what are your strengths and weaknesses? This is very tricky question.
Yeah.
Here, strengths, I know you can elaborate so many strengths about you. Okay, I hope everyone do have some is strong point. You can tell every strong point very easily. That will not be a problem for you.
Mm.
Okay, you can say I have good communication skills. I have good data analytical skills. I'm a good personality. I am a true epitome of honesty. I'm honest. I'm hard worker. I'm this. You can mention so many things. Okay.
Yeah.
Am I right? I hope
Yes,
you
sir.
all of you can mention such things there.
Yes, sir, of course.
Hana? The person who are from the HR background, they can say I'm very good on managing people. I'm very good on the making salaries. I'm very good on calculating EF, PF, ESI, HR. I have very good knowledge of IR. I have very good knowledge of the rules and regulations related to all the PF. Okay, you can mention so many things there that as a strength. Okay.
Yeah.
But at the same time, the things you get stressed the time when you ask about your weaknesses. Okay,
Yes.
that what are your weaknesses? When you are asked about your weaknesses, then it becomes a little different to you, or it becomes little uh, questionable. Ki how you tell about your weakness. So, is there anybody who can tell me about your weakness? So, this is my weakness.
Sir, I don't like much sitting or late sitting or traveling, so that I means complete my work in a time. So I don't like much sitting or late sitting. May I say that?
Please mute yourself. Whosoever is there on unmute mode, kindly mute yourself. So much noise is coming from the background. Okay, Nilesh noted one thing. Okay,
Yeah.
that you do not like to sit for long time over the seats over your or you don't like to do overtime. Okay, but noted. Another anybody else? Is there anybody else who can tell me that, sir, this is the weakness that what I can mention?
Yeah. So can I please?
Yes.
Yeah, please. Sure.
Yeah. Actually, sir, I don't like to talk to like people, many people. I don't like to conversation with them. And second one is but I say I am not multitasker. Like many people can do all the work at the same time, but I can't. So I think that's my weakness. I should be multitasker. I can't
Fair
multitask.
enough. What is your good name?
Yeah, my name is Siddharth Sharma.
Siddharth. Okay. Siddharth, if in case you are being hired for a marketing or sales job, okay,
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
will you mention the same thing at that time?
No, not at
Will you
all.
mention same thing at that time?
No.
Then what will you mention there? You know it is your weakness, okay,
Yeah.
and you are bound to go for an interview for or your
Mhm.
profession is marketing and sales, okay. Then what else reply you will give?
They definitely they won't hire me if I will say that I
Then
don't
what
like to
else?
talk people.
What will you prepare yourself to do or to
So
like in the marketing, multitasking is also done by a
yeah.
marketing person. The
Mhm.
marketing person is required to be sit in the office also. He's required to maintain data also on the system. He's required to travel also. He's required to have conversation with colleagues also. He's required to have conversation with the the production team also, marketing team also. Marketing, he himself is there. Okay. So coordination is also required. But at the same time, you are saying you do not like to, talk with the people, so you do not like to multitask. You will get stuck in that case. They will not hire you at all. So what
Definitely
else
they would
you
not
can
hire me.
mention?
Like I can say I don't like I don't like to reading books. I can say instead of saying that I'm not multitasker.
Correct. Such things you can mention there.
Yeah,
Okay. Although this also is perfect. What you tell,
yeah.
sir, I do not like to get mingle more with the people. Okay.
Mhm.
Mingle more. You should say no. You should not say I do not like to mingle with the people, because
Yeah,
if you can say I do not like to mingle with the people, in that case it will be negative. If in case you are not applying for a marketing job, then also
yeah.
now it will be negative. It will be negative because. Also, give me a second. Give me a second.
Okay.
Please mute yourself. Noises coming from background. Okay. So it will become negative. Okay. Because nowadays teamwork is required everywhere. Okay.
Yeah,
Either you are
definitely.
applying for any of the profile, in every profile teamwork is required. Okay. So you can say, "Okay, sir, I don't like to over talk with people or over mingle with the people, but yeah, I'm comfortable in working teams." Okay. So
Mhm.
this
Yeah.
your answers are, that's good. Thank you.
Okay. Thank you, sir.
Now it comes to, you have not done your PG yet. Okay, this is not a drawback, but don't you think you should get a PG degree also, or ASAP? And
Mm-hmm.
apart from it, also they would ask, if you will go for your PG, how will you manage our work if you are hired? Do
Yeah.
you have any answer for it?
I actually I have to learn time management for this. I can say
Good.
that I will learn time management so I can manage all the things, study as well as work.
Not learn. You should not say learn. You should not say
Yeah.
learn. You should say, "Ki sir, being a graduate also,
Mm-hmm.
I'm capable enough to take care of all of my duties for the work, for all what is required. Okay, all the hard
Okay.
skills I do have, whatever is required to do my job,
Mm-hmm.
being a graduate itself. But yeah, education is always good for us. So I would like to enroll for PG, maybe after some time. And
Mm-hmm.
if you talk about the time management, then I'm good on the time management. So I'll manage both of the things, my job as well as my
Study.
study of the PG. Okay, so that's not a matter of worry for me. That is the right answer that you can give there. Okay.
Okay. Okay. Thank
Now it comes to, you have changed jobs or jumped ship too many times already. Why so?
Mm-hmm.
If there is in your career you have changed your job so many times, there could be a question upon you, ki why you have changed your job so frequently. Okay. Then you can say, do any one of you, is there any suggestions that this is the answer what I can give there?
We we can say that he means I'm not actually that job profile, and that job profile is not suitable for me. We can say that,
Hmm.
or
Not
Actually, we
exactly,
can say that
but
I'm finding something better for me.
or I
looking for
means I'm looking for
second
the
one, what you said.
or sorry, we
Can
can
you
say
please
that,
come again?
I'm finding better for me.
Okay.
or I can say that I'm looking for the better profile that will be more suitable for me. You can say.
And I say, sir, I am not got much more exposure from the such companies. Then that's why I'm switching the company.
So it may be negative point.
This would be the relevant answer. Okay, you can say "Ki I could not get exposure from that profile, that's why I have changed my job."
Yeah.
Second, you can say I was looking for my career enhancement. That is also the point. And maybe sometimes they would ask you "Ki why you have changed your domains." Okay, maybe later on this question would be there later on. Okay, "Ki why you have changed your verticals or the domains." Then you can say I wanted to be a multitasking person, and I wanted to understand all the aspect of the work profile, so that I can understand the process as well, and I can uh, find my proficiency, and then I can choose on one field where I can do wonders. Okay,
Okay.
now it comes to what is your greatest fear? Now you will have to mention about your fear here. Okay, can you please mention what is your greatest fear? Anyone, can you tell me that what is your greatest fear?
Sir,
The task provided, but they don't have much information as. That's the
Greatest fear. Okay, fair enough. In that case, you will be called that you have lack of creativity. Okay, if you will answer this way, then you will be called you are not optimistic. Right, but you should be optimistic. Every company do look for the people who are optimistic. You should say, sir, although I'm okay with the things, and I do not fear from anything like that, but I'm an optimistic person, so whenever there will be any situation, I'll come across with some solutions and will get out of it. Okay,
Yeah,
you can say like that. It is not mandatory that you will be fear of something. Okay, you will be fearful of something. No, don't mention. You can say, sir, whenever there is any such kind of situation will arise, okay, I'll come up with some solutions for it. And being optimistic person and being a creative person, I'll come up with the solutions and will get rid of it. Yeah, that is the right answer. Okay,
proper answer.
Yeah. Okay.
next is, if I call up your current or the previous reporting manager now, what will be their opinion about you? What will they say that you need to work on? Okay, so for this, what you can say, okay, sir, if you will call my previous reporting managers, definitely they are going to give you positive feedback about me. Either maybe your previous boss or the reporting managers are going to give negative feedback, but you will have to say positive only. Always you will have to be on the positive phase. You will have to always put everything from the in a positive perspective. Okay, so you need to say, okay, sir, if you will call my previous employers or reporting managers, definitely they are going to give my opinion about me, that I'm a hardworking person, I'm a multi-skilled person, and I'm a person who always do have solution to problem. Okay, so you can say like that. Next is, did you have any serious medical issues? Do you have any serious medical issues? If you have something, then you can mention. If you don't have, don't mention. Very simple. Okay, don't hide anything. But yeah, some kind of things you can hide also, what may be affecting your work. Maybe sometimes you do not like more to travel. Okay, or you do face some problem in traveling, but your job does require traveling. In that case, if you say, okay, sir, I do not I have problem in traveling, in that case there is going to be a big cross mark upon your candidature. So never say that. Okay, understand?
Yes.
Yes, sir.
And now next is comes to, did you ever have a conflict with your current or previous boss or the professor? So simply you need to say, no, sir, never I had any kind of, conflict with my professors. But yeah, there was some, different of opinions, difference of opinions between me, my, boss, my colleagues. And for that, we sit together and I came to some conclusions and came to some, realistic solution to that problem. Okay. So that is the way how you can answer it. How you can answer it? You can say that I was having a difference of opinion. Okay.
Yeah.
And but not conflict. Okay. You should say I was not having a conflict, but I was having different of opinions with my boss, or you can say with my professor in my college. But I sit together with them and did come to some conclusion with a reasonable solution to that problem. That is the right way to tackle out this question. Okay.
Yes, sir.
Next comes, what do your friend or co-workers say about you? They can ask you about this question also. Okay, what about what your co-friend, your co-workers or your friends just say about you? So you can simply say, sir, everyone do have their different perception. My one friend have different perception about me and another have different perception for me. So that is always some positive and some negative. And sometimes they do motivate also. So it's a kind of mixed opinion about me. Okay.
Yeah.
Okay. And what did you do in the last year to improve your knowledge? They would ask you whether you are a person who is growing yourself also with the organization. If you will grow your knowledge, then definitely you are going to help organization also in grow. Okay, so they can ask you about this. In that case, you may mention, sir, I attended this kind of workshops, I attended this kind of seminars last year. Okay, where I gained knowledge. I gained knowledge from there. I participated in such kind of workshop last year. I did the certification course also. If you have really done any certification course, in that case only you need to mention, because if you will mention that I did this certification course last year, then they would ask you, okay, where is the certificate of that certification or that course. Okay, but you can mention I attended a workshop, I attended a seminar, because for those seminar and workshop sometimes there we are given certification and sometimes we are not given. Okay, so that is the way to tackle out this question. But if someone is asking you about your knowledge enhancement, then definitely you should have something positive in your mind. You should not say, sir, I didn't did anything.
Okay.
Okay. What you should not say? You should not say, I didn't do anything. That is not the right answer. If you will mention like that, it is going to leave a negative impression. Sometimes it may cost you your candidature also. Okay. Explain the difference between group and the team. And are you a team player? Okay. So can anybody explain to me about the group and the team?
It's a tricky question, sir.
Sorry?
I said it's a tricky question. Group.
Yeah, it's a tricky question, but very simple question, not such a
Yeah.
In a group.
Sir, okay. Sir, group.
First of all, let me know what is the group and what is the team. What is the difference between the both?
Sir, group means some set of people having the similar thoughts, and team means the set of peoples. There may be of the having the same similar thoughts or dissimilar thoughts, but they have to work in a team. So this is the difference between the group and team.
Correct. Anybody else?
A group
Anybody
is
else?
a group is a number of individuals who work to a specific task. A team is a group of individuals, but they help each other. For example, in a football team, as a team, you could be a forward, but you could also be a defender. So you play multiple roles. That's a team.
Correct. Quite right answers.
Yes, sir.
Thanks to all of you. Okay, and then he asked you, are you a team player? Like I told you, when we started this session only, then in the second or third question we asked, or we had a discussion upon the team player. Okay, when I asked someone of you told me, sir, I do not like to mingle with the people. Okay, or I do not like to talk more with the peoples. Sorry, gentlemen. So in that case, what happens, you should be a good team player. Okay, either you want to be with the peoples or not, you want to mingle with the peoples or not, but when you are working in any organization, and in any organization, only you only will not work. Okay, a different set of people will be required. Okay, the different persons will be required. So it's mandatory that you are a good team player. Okay, good team players means when you can coordinate with the team members, and you do work towards the goal. What's the goal of the company? So that's the basic funda of team player, that you do your well in the team. If there are any conflicts also with the members who are in the team, then also you do your best in that team. Explain. Next is, what is your ideal company or workplace? Okay, so see this question. This is a very tricky question. What is your ideal company and workplace? Anybody? Can you answer me this question? Ideal company or workplace?
In
Anyone?
ideal company, there are no conflicts between the team members, and
Sorry, there are no.
There are no any conflicts between conflicts or differences. Differences, I am saying, not conflicts. They are not in ideal company. There are not any differences between the team members, but at workplace there might be differences.
No. I'm saying something else.
Yeah, I can say.
Interviewer is asking you, what is your ideal company or workplace? Means which is the company you want to work for. Okay. Now definitely, if you have come to this company, okay, then this should be your company. This should be your dream company.
Yeah.
What my point?
Yeah.
If you have come here to give an interview, if you want to become employee of my company, okay, in that case, this is my company. This is my dream company.
Yes.
You should not say that is my dream company. Another company is my dream company. In that case, interviewer will say, then what are you doing here? Go there and give interview in that company. Why have you come here? Okay. So that is the basic, point.
Yeah.
So you should say, sir, this is my, dream company, and this is the company what I'm looking for. I don't have any. If you want not to say this is a dream company, then you should say, I don't have any such, clarifications or such criteria in my mind. So this is the company what is good for me. Okay.
Yeah.
This is the answer for this question. Now next comes to important resume. What you should carry with you. Okay, apart from preparing yourself for these questions, you should carry your resume with you. A resume is the most important document in a walk-in interview. So it is the basic of the conversation between you and the interviewer. Once you will hand over your interview to the interviewer, he will start asking you questions from your interview only, from your resume only. So update your resume, proofread it to avoid any spelling or grammatical errors, and print it out. Always carry multiple hard copies of resume at the time of walk-in interviews. Specifically for the walk-in interviews, you should carry multiple copies of interviews. Reason being, maybe you are not fit for one profile, then you can sit for another profile. Maybe you are not fit for that profile also, then you can sit for another profile. But everywhere your fresh copy of your resume will be required there. Okay. What happens in these walk-in interviews, there used to be multiple openings, and for multiple openings, maybe your profile is not being fit for one, then it can be fit for another. Okay, so carry multiple copies of your resume and proofread it so that any spelling or grammatical error is not there. Okay, apart from it, what you should do, whatever you have mentioned in your resume, you should have it in your mind. Okay, it should not be like that you have written anything in your resume but you don't know about that, or you are not able to recall that at the time of interview. Because sometimes what happens, the interviewer would ask you, "Ki, what were you doing in this company, what were you doing in this. They will definitely they will ask you. Now maybe you've written something else in the resume and you're telling something else, so that should not be there. Okay. Now it comes to important documents and identity card. When you are going for a walk-in interview, then you should always carry your identity card, because without your identity card, you will not be allowed entry in any company. And at the same time, when there is a walk-in interview, then they do document verification also on the same day. If you are hired by any company, then they do your document verification also on the same time. So to avoid last minute rush, or to avoid your candidature at last because of documents only, carry all of your documents with you so that you can present your documents as and when required. Okay. So it is advisable to carry important educational and professional documents to a walk-in interview. Carry the important documents in a file or a folder and organize them in neatly. Okay. Also keep a pen and notepad with you. What you should keep? You should keep a pen and a notepad with you. Furthermore, carry ID proof with you, as you might be required to present it while entering the company office. Okay, so these are some points that you should keep in your mind while going for an interview. First was learn about the company. Second were these questions, what you should be prepared about, the common interview questions. Third is the resume. You should carry your resume, updated one, multiple hard copies of your resume. Then you should carry important documents and identity proof with you. Okay. Next is address and the directions. Double check the venue for the walk-in interview. You should double check the venue for the walk-in interview. If you plan to make it public transport, if you plan to take public transport, learn about the best way to commute and then check the timings in advance. Okay. On the other hand, if you choose to drive to venue, make sure to check the route and the directions before and using the Google Maps. Okay. So this is the all you should do. Next is look presentable. Look presentable. You should look presentable at the time of walk-in interview. This is one of the most important point to consider when it comes to a walk-in interview. Your personality should look good, or your attire should be quite perfect. So choose a formal piece of clothing and make sure the fit is comfortable. What the fit is? The fit is comfortable and you are feeling comfortable in the attire. Okay. Dress according to weather. For instance, avoid wearing very dark colors in summer and street. Go for pastel or bright shades in the light material. Okay. Keep your hairs well combed and neat. Wear comfortable footwear. Most importantly, do not forget to wear a smile.
Yeah.
Next is be polite and patient. As walk-in interviews take place without a proper appointment, it is very likely that several candidates will appear for the interview at the same time. So you should be very polite and patient, or you should have patience for it. So be patient, as chances are you might have to wait for your turn for a long time. Most importantly, be polite to fellow candidates. Okay, smile and have patience while waiting for your turn. You can also read a book or just sit quietly while waiting. Point that should. I have seen some candidates being rejected from their waiting area also. Many times I have seen so many people that they get rejected from the waiting area also. Because I see so many people who come for the interview, and once they are asked to wait by the HR, okay, they become so impatient. They become so impatient, or they become so hyper that they start talking to their colleagues and starting to say why they are making us wait for so long time. Are we free? This. If they were like that, they should have planned. They should have they should have made the schedule. If you said come at this time, you should come at this time. There's so many kind of things to be said to their fellow candidates. Okay, when they are in the waiting area. And I see such things are recorded through the cameras. Okay, and someone from the HR is observing you, that what kind of activity you are doing while sitting there. Okay.
Yeah.
So always keep yourself quiet and patience while you are going for a walk-in interview. Okay, next is beyond time. Generally, it is best to head for the walk-in interviews during the first hour of the mentioned time slot. What you should do? You should walk in the first hour when it is early. Okay, so that you go and you get your turn first of all. During the NHL hours, there might be fewer candidates at the venue, and the interview might also be fresh. Interviewer also might be fresh. So you should be early. You should go early, or you should go on the time to attend the interview, so that your interview can start early and can end early also. Okay. Next is communicate well. Practice explaining your resume, since the interviewer might spend most of the time discussing it. Okay. Be sure to speak with confidence and sound convincing. If English is not your first language, take help from application like English speaking practice, English basic interview, and English interview. Okay. So communicate well, because communication is something that is going to leave a long term impact upon the, or the big impact upon the hiring people or the interviewer. Okay.
Yeah.
Your communication is almost 50% of your total interview weightage apart from your hard skills. Okay. Next is the body language and the postures. Your body language speaks volumes about you. Be confident in your own skin. Sit comfortable. Smile. Make your eye contact with the interviewer. While in the waiting area, look attractive and aware. Don't hunch or laze around. Have a look at these body language don'ts and do's to know more. Okay. And with this, thanks the interviewer at last. Before leaving the interview room, thanks the interviewer for his time. Be polite and let him know it was a pleasure meeting him. Okay. Walk-in interviews are great for practicing your interview and communication skills. Just be organized and well prepared, and be sure that you will land your desired job super soon. Okay.
Yes,
So with this, I'll say thanks to all of you. Thank you so much for joining today's session.